I'm Andy Jenkinson, caravan industry expert. Welcome to my channel. Hi and welcome to a new video. Today I'm at the my local dealers, Westfield Caravans, just on the outskirts of Blackpool, who are main compass dealers for tourers and motorhomes, and also do a selection of used caravans and also park homes and also holiday caravans too. So that's statics and camper vans. Plus they've got a workshop here too, pretty good one as well from what I believe. But anyway, we've plugged them. So what am I in? I'm in a Compass Avantgarde 194 4 berth motorhome, coach built of course, and it's below 60k this motorhome, and again it's one of these where you feel you're getting one heck of a lot of motorhome for the money. So I'm going to do a quick tour of this and give you an impression of what I think of this. I've always been very keen on the Eldest AutoQuest motorhomes, which were basically, again, really based on these and vice versa. Again, they have always, to me, presented good value for money from even the sort of early days of when they came into motorhomes, Eldest, and especially with their AutoQuest, they really do have just nothing exciting, but a good practical motorhome for the cash, coach built. Right, I'm going to just say first of all, this is on a Peugeot chassis cab, and I've not looked at the spec, but probably about the 130 brake horsepower engine. So you'll probably get about 30 to the gallon if you're taking it steady away, 35 maybe. I know on a trip up to Scotland once, with a Peugeot and a Bessica, I think it was, or a Fiat Ducato, I can't remember which. But I was getting around about 35 to the gallon. That was with the motorhome quite loaded up. But again, that was keeping within speed limits and not doing anything daft. Anyway, let's get on with the review. Right, I'm going to start off with the kitchen area. Now, for people who are familiar with motorhomes, you will realise that you don't get as much space in a motorhome as you do in a touring caravan for the same sort of length, etc. So, videoing them inside isn't the best and easiest things to do. Plus as well, for some reason my lens keeps steaming up on the inside. So anyway, enough of that. Yeah, it's actually £56,061. You don't get a dual fuel hob, just a 3 gas burner on this, but you've got your oven, you've got your grill, you've got your spark ignition, and you've got your Dometic fridge freezer here. And you've got plenty of storage. And these good. I mean, these feel really solid. I really do like the way these feel solid. Your sink's finished, obviously in black, the same as your hob. Quite a big sink that as well. And of course, your work surface isn't the best, but you do have the usual flap that goes on there. So it does mean that when you're coming in out the door, you're going to have to be a little bit careful. But on the whole, this is pretty good. Look at the size of those lockers. And you probably notice actually there is no microwave in this at all. So you'd have to provide your own microwave and pop it somewhere. I don't know where you'd really pop it. You'd have to, well, you just have to probably pop it over on the hob there, maybe, when you've got the glass lid down, if you're going to bring one. Anyway, good lighting at the top there. There'll be LED lights down. And let's go to the back here, end here in a minute. But on the whole, it's not a bad kitchen. Again, it's good work height. You've got your main sockets there, and everything, as I say, this van feels really, really solid. And we'll get back to the lounge after. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, what you've got to remember is if you're working in this kitchen area, you're going to struggle really with people coming past if somebody wants to come past. But anyway, let's go up to that back bedroom. Right, I'm in the back bedroom here, and you've got the beds here, which will make, you can have them as 2 single sort of beds. I mean, they're not overly long. I mean, I had to fit up there, no problem at all, lengthwise. But yeah, and this can also be made into a double, which you get this cushion here and support there, and you put that in, and that makes up your bed for a double bed. So you obviously sleep with that away, and which is probably what some people will do. And here you can't see this, like the black old Calcutta down there. Actually, hello down there. Is the garage, so you can sort of get your hand in there should you need to, but obviously you're not going to be able to get much access, so you have to go outside. This has got blown air heating in it, which is by Whale, which is a good heating system. It's very quiet as well. I was talking to somebody about that the other day. And so you got the heater outlet there, and again you got some storage here. Again, you can't see very well, I'm sorry about that, it's a bit dark. And again on this other side, and you've got an LED spot lamp either side there, and obviously your windows, and a place here to put your TV. A bit surprised there's no, let's say, midi high key up here, and there's just that roof vent there. I think a midi high key wouldn't have gone amiss, to be quite honest. But on the whole, you'll be pretty comfortable up here. Your bike's underneath there or whatever, and basically that's that. So I think we'll go into the washroom next, and excuse me. Oh, I know. Let's look at this wardrobe. Yep. There goes your table there. You can just see it, maybe. You might not be able to. Decent sized wardrobe there, plenty of storage in there, hanging space, and your electrics down there. Shut that back up. Right, yeah, here we go. Now you've got the central washroom here, a decent sized bowl as well, that there big mirror, and you've also got storage up there, and again you've got a roof vent. Again, possibly a window wouldn't have gone amiss on these. I know I keep going about windows, but I think there should be standard fit on most washrooms, to be quite honest with you. But it's a moulded unit there, and basically I think you'd find this perfectly usable as a shower if you're on a site where you have very few facilities, without too much of a problem at all. Good lighting in there, as I say, that storage up there. You got your cassette loo there, electric flush of course, and a bit of the wheel arch obviously protrudes in there. But anyway, that is it. It looks a bit basic, but then again it's very practical. That's what we're after. Alright, let's get into this front lounge area. Well, it's short seated of course, and also what I did notice, again, compass and all the others, the upholstery I think is really good quality. It feels very supportive, it feels very upmarket as well. Two side windows of course, and you've got some overlocker storage up here too, and when you go into the cab, these seats I think swivel round. I'd have to check up on that, I'm not going to mess around with that. I think they do, they'll swivel round. I think the captain's seats, again, the cabin is fine, all the usual bits and pieces. I think there's DAB radio, standard aircon, that sort of thing. Also there's a locker just above there too. Now another thing you might have missed is there's actually no sunroof in there at all, but does that really make much of a difference? I don't think it seems to. It seems bright enough on here, and we're getting now on very late afternoon. And these here, actually, Alan the salesman was showing me before. I'm not going to try and repeat the thing, but he lifted these up, and underneath here, all this folds to the wall. You take your cushions out, all this folds to the wall, and there's a fold-away seat in there that folds up as a one single seat, and with a seat belt, and that is the same on the side that I'm just sat on it now, and that is your forward-facing belted seat. It feels a little bit restricted, but I just don't know if there's going to be many people who are actually going to travel with four in here at all. Anyway, let's have a summary. Well, this is a nice motorhome, there's no doubt about it. You get a lot for your money. Okay, there's little things that aren't sort of included, like your sunroof, you've no microwave for instance, and little things like that. You've only got 3 burners, should you need to use 4, but I know people think psychologically 4 burners, you must have 4 burners, or at least a dual fuel hob with an electric hob on there and 3 gas burners. But at just £56,000 as it stands here, I think this is a fair chunk of motorhome here, and to be quite honest, it does everything you need it to do. The whale heating system will keep this really nice and cosy, and also there's plenty of good lighting in it. You've got a mini hikey above here. I suppose that does help not having a sunroof in, but it helps keep it bright. And the rear garage will be a big boom for a lot of people on to take bikes, that sort of thing, and store them away under cover at night, and maybe an awning or something like that. Now, I think for 2 people, this you'd be absolutely fine. If you want to take 2 kids away with you as well, it might feel a little bit sort of tight on space. You'd have to see yourselves really what you thought. If you are a family and you're going to look at a motorhome and you've got this sort of budget, let's face it, you know, it's a lot of money, and you've got to make sure you make the right choice. You know, I'm very cautious when I'm spending a lot of money on a new car or a new. Well, it's not. I've not bought a new Caravan for years, but even on a new Caravan, even though I still have to go and convince myself and still look at all the ins and outs of certain models and layouts and see what's the best for the money. So this will be a great motorhome for out of season touring. It'll be good for, as I say, for two people, and although it's quite a largish motorhome, it's not massive, but it's quite large. You know, I think a lot of people will be able to manage it. And I did notice, I think it's got a reversing camera on the back there as well, built in. So that'll be handy, because obviously you better see on the dashboard there, the LED screen, whatever it is, that will show you exactly what you're going to hit or might hit as you're reversing back. Saves getting the wife out and giving her a roasting if you hit anything. So from Westfield Caravans and Motorhomes, I shall bid you farewell. Please keep subscribing, please keep liking, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button after you've watched this, and hopefully I'll be bringing some more videos soon. And well, keep a lookout for me on the forecourts as well. I'm always willing to have a chat on caravans and motorhomes or whatever. Just come and have a chat. I'm pleased to meet people who watch the channel. I'll say goodbye for now. Let Alan the salesman go home and out his tea, and I can go and get these videos edited up and hopefully put them on very soon, and it's not going to be too long before you see them. See you for now.